Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Taurus. How are you guys? Hope you're all well this week. See what your overall energy is. Taurus. Overall energy surrounding Taurus. What does Taurus need to know? Well, tried to get out there. Overall energy. 2. You're getting 2. All right. Goddess of the Moon. Okay, there may be something that you're attached to, or there's someone who's attached to. There's something about an attachment, okay? And it has to do with this moon energy. Could be some kind of fear. So I feel is what it's basically saying is it's either yourself or someone doing a little shadow work. It's about facing the fears. It's about taking off the mask, okay? About seeing. This could be something that's confusing, something that makes you a little afraid, but it's really about deep feelings. And I always see the moon as someone's very deep feelings. It's a mystery, okay? It's something that a person feels they need to solve, but they don't really want to always face it, especially with these two. Yeah, we have the High Priestess. So this is about your intuition, okay? Trusting your intuition. You have all the answers within yourself, okay? Very nice. Trusting your intuition. It's going within. All right, looking. This is the card of the seer. Seeing within. Trusting that inner guidance, your knowledge, your wisdom. Move this over here. See a Pisces energy. Yeah, this is about going down a new path. Teamwork, cooperation. It's about compromise. Something is building here. I feel some of you can feel it, but I feel there's this something here about facing fears. And if it's not yourself, it's a person around you. And I feel it's about going down a new path. So your intuition may tell you it's time to go choose another path, maybe a person who's more compatible. It could be something you're trying to build, something creative, okay? I feel it's very positive, to be honest. It feels like you're ready for this path, but it could be a person. I do see some Pisces energy, some Cancer energy. Yeah, someone's thinking about marriage, commitment, or building something, moving. Maybe there's an energy of a financial foundation, but it's a reason to celebrate. So there's some very positive energy here. Taurus. Oops, there we go. Yeah, so it's definitely an issue, a situation between two people. Being on the same page, trusting your intuition. Yeah, there's definitely something to do with compatibility. Two people who see eye to eye. It's about falling in love. It could be the resurgence of a romantic relationship. It could have to do with forgiveness. Yeah, we have the King of Wands. Yeah, someone may be wanting a reconciliation, but it's also an energy where someone is figuring out what they want, if they should go after it. It's about releasing something, you see, releasing some kind of fears, sharing feelings, taking off the mask, showing their true self. We have an Empress energy. We have the Nine of Swords and we have the Queen of Swords. So it's about speaking the truth, asking someone what their intentions are. Some of you may have some regrets for something you said. Whatever it is, I feel is there's some unfounded fears. There was a decision, a judgment here to do with going down a path with someone. You may have asked somebody some questions. Maybe they were too afraid, okay, to express themselves. But I feel it's an energy of releasing. You may be reviewing a past relationship as well. But I see a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Definitely see some Libra. This is yourself here, Taurus, with that Empress energy. Taurus and Libra energy is definitely Empress energy here. Someone has some regrets, okay, or some unfounded fears. Could be yourself or a person around you. The Queen of Swords can be anyone. It's an energy of someone who wants the truth, nothing but the truth, to do with an offer. Somebody was questioning an offer and there's maybe some regrets. Like I say, it could be this other person's energy. Tell me about the High Priestess. Yeah, see, that's those deep emotions, secrets. Someone's keeping their feelings to themselves here. I feel like someone isn't it's an energy of someone who needs to be sure about what they want, but to go for what they want, they need to let go. Okay, they need to release something. So it's like I say, it could be fear of commitment. It could, and that's what I kind of feel it is. Someone a little afraid to commit. Cancer energy. Oops, these ones want to come out. Yeah. So there's definitely a push-pull. This is someone who's definitely using the power they have to control a situation, but it's keeping your emotions in check. This card is also, the Three of Pentacles is about balance. It's two people cooperating, compromising, which creates balance, making that choice in love. Some of you have somebody here who wants to offer you that, I feel. Yeah, but there's this energy of not being sure. Someone feels they may miss an opportunity, or they have missed an opportunity in the past because they were letting their emotions control them, or they were trying to control things too much and lost control because of either a fear of commitment. Okay. Could be a lot of things, and we'll dig into that. Tell me about the Four of... This is somebody with a financial foundation. Maybe they own a home. They're afraid of committing, maybe losing something. But I feel this person here is definitely seeing your energy. There's some regrets here. It could be yourself. You may be regretting something you said. But I feel like there is this unfounded fear. I feel the fears are unfounded, but it's an energy where they just need to be released. It's about reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness. Tell me about the Four. Someone maybe need to learn to forgive themselves as well, but it's also an energy of somebody who's stuck and unsure, going push-pull, going in two different directions, a little bit of a power struggle. So yeah, there we go. Happy home, happy life, emotional fulfillment. Someone feels they missed an opportunity to be happy because of their choice, the path that they chose, that someone may have chosen another person and they're regretting it. But I do feel there was a lack of being not sure, but it's also a missed opportunity. Someone failed to recognize something here, more than likely about themselves. It could be yourself as well. Take it as it resonates. You know who you are and how you feel about things, what's going on around you. Two of Cups. Why is that Two of Cups energy here? This is two people here. It's an energy of two people building each other up. Yeah, so you've got someone here who you both, I feel a power struggle between two people. It's an energy. So I feel there's this power struggle, both people knowing what they want and going after it. So there could be a reconciliation in the air. If it isn't a reconciliation, this is somebody who is releasing an energy of because they keep losing control. They don't know what they want. So some of you may have a choice between two people. I see two fire signs possibly. It doesn't have to be. Going to see where this leads. Yeah, so there's definitely some kind of a communication. It's also a been there, done that. And I always see that as an energy of there's some kind of communication, but it's a been there, done that. So I feel there's some kind of unfounded fear. Somebody spoke up. Somebody maybe regrets speaking up, cutting somebody out. Okay. Or maybe not asking somebody what their intentions were as well. Yeah, we have someone who's a little bit of a player, someone who comes in very quickly out of the blue, very passionate, very creative, a little bit on the sneaky side. So you may have a choice. Yeah, we have someone here on a soul-searching journey. This could be yourself, Taurus. Okay, very much. I see a Virgo energy possibly. I feel as though there's someone here who's soul searching. They're on this little journey with releasing something. You see, they're moving forward while they're letting go. Someone was needing to face their fears. They need to take off the mask. I do feel like it's shadow work. It's someone who kind of doesn't want to face it, but they have no choice, I feel, at this point. Yeah, this could be yourself too, weighing the pros and the cons, comparing two people. On that journey. Someone may have compared you to someone else, or there is an energy where you may have realized with someone that something was off. Something's off balance. There needs to be balance. Some of you maybe have somebody who's not right for you, and you may be feeling like letting them go and moving towards another. But I feel like it's the person who's coming towards you. I always read that incoming. Yeah, release and renew. It's somebody who's in an energy of either being in their head too much. It's an energy of healing as well. Healing is releasing negative energy, negative thoughts, facing your fears, things that pin you down. It's all thoughts. So I see a little pause, a little bit of a break. Yeah, this is about justice and balance, doing the right thing, about whether someone is right for you or not. So you may be making a decision. There may have been some juggling in the past. Someone may have lost control. Maybe somebody was going back and forth between you and another person trying to make a decision who was right for them or not. I do see this renewal, this release of something. We have an Empress energy, yeah. So, yeah, there may have even been two. I feel like you had someone here who was a little bit of a player, or they were trying to figure out their feelings and going back and forth between two, trying to figure out how they felt by comparing two people. But it could be just weighing the pros and the cons as well. But someone lost control here. So there's definitely, I feel, several people involved. It's like somebody, the person in the middle is going back and forth between two. That's what it's telling me. And it has to do with who's right, somebody is trying to decide who is the right person. Um, Definitely, if you're in that Empress energy, you want someone who comes in right. You want balance. You want to be treated right. You want justice. This is someone who may have seen you, maybe another person as well. Two Empress energies here. Two King of Wands here. Isn't that interesting how this goes back and forth? This is what happens with this back and forth energy. Okay, so take it as it resonates for you. But yeah, I feel as though this could be an energy where you're just in the birth of something new. Like you may be ready for something new. Some of you may be making a decision between two, or whether you should have a reconciliation as well. It could go either way. It's going to be different, but it could be you're making a comparison, making a decision between two, or deciding that nobody's right for you. You're going to release them and move on to something new. I see that. But I think what we have is someone who was going back and forth between two people who they felt were empresses, two people who were probably financially stable, very sexy, very capable, two people who were just right. But I do feel there is this need to, someone's reviewing their past choices, is what I feel. And I think you've got a person here who had some unfounded fears. They have some kind of regrets. It's like they picked one person who ended up not being right. That's what I'm feeling. So let's see what this Empress energy is all about here. I think there's going to be a few scenarios with that Two of Pentacles in the middle. Yeah, this is life path, a choice between two. You may have a choice between two, or somebody else had a choice, okay? Or both for that matter. But I feel as though this is a crossroads in life. Somebody's at a crossroads. Someone may have chose somebody who they thought was an empress, only to realize they chose the wrong person because they had unfounded fears. This person is someone who's regretting something. I feel as though anyone who comes towards you too, I can see you staying in your energy, wanting to know the whole truth. You want to make a decision here. I see judgment. Someone may have judged you wrong. You may be wise and may be aware of this. Trust your intuition. You already know the answers. I think this person knows too, because I feel they're soul searching. This person might have been comparing you to someone from their past as well. But I see someone who's a player, someone who possibly isn't. But it's also a person who's trying to figure out something. If you're the one that got away, or they're wondering if you've taken off and moved off towards another person, or maybe they're wondering if you're juggling as well. This person's a little off balance right now. They're not really sure. I can tell you that for sure. They don't really know. They're not really sure what to think, regardless whether it's yourself that they feel is juggling or it's them. But I see very clearly someone chose somebody who they thought was an empress and wasn't. This person actually ended up not being right for them, because something was off, okay? So this person's at a crossroads. Tell me about this Nine of Swords. Yeah, so this is Ten of Swords. This is someone who's at a crossroads. They want to put an end to a painful situation. This is someone who kind of chose a path that didn't really work out. It ended painfully. So it ended painfully. It could be a mother of their child. They may be wanting to come towards you and make you an offer. If they do, I feel if this is yourself with the Queen of Swords energy, you're going to be speaking your truth. I see you questioning an offer, the seed that's being planted, okay? So there is something to do with this truth here. It's about judgment. Someone may have been very judgmental as well. So maybe you regret that. Maybe you were judgmental. But I'm not so sure. We'll see. Could have been the person that they chose was judgmental. But I feel here, yeah, we have a magician energy, maybe a Gemini energy. Doesn't have to be. It's just the magician is that Gemini energy, someone who's manifesting something they want by speaking the truth, someone who has all the tools they need. Maybe you felt somebody manipulated you, okay, with an offer, so you're questioning it. You have the tools, you have the wisdom because you're the Empress, okay? This person, I think you got someone who is on a journey to learning about themselves because I feel as though they chose someone. I feel there was two empresses. I really do. I feel someone thought somebody was the empress and they turned out not to be right for them. They may have married them, had children, or maybe they held back marrying this person. But I see a renewal. Um, some of you could too, and I see the scenario where some of you are open to this. If this person comes in right, it's come to me right, or don't come to me at all. Come to me with a solid answer. You're manifesting this because you're the Empress. You're kind of holding back a little bit. So I know it's also an energy of thinking before you speak, before you make a judgment. But you may not be the one who was judging. It may have been another person who was casting some kind of judgment. There was some kind of a painful ending here, but I feel like it's positive because it starts out with the 9. Regret and remorse, or just I feel like it's unfounded fears, and I feel like it's over. Something is done. And I do see a relationship ended painfully. So I feel this person's actually manifesting you. And I feel, yeah, somebody here is definitely, some of you are single. I feel there's someone here who's kind of looking out for themselves. This person, yeah, I think this person is, see a Virgo energy here for some of you too. But I see this person as someone who kind of sticks to themselves. If somebody comes towards you, you're going to be making sure they are single. Some of you will speak the truth that you are single. Maybe someone's not sure. I can see that being a question. You will speak the truth. I feel it's a manifesting energy, having the tools you need to manifest what you want. You have all the answers within yourself, Spirit's telling you. You know. And the person coming towards you knows as well. So I feel as though this person is definitely a person who kind of sticks to themselves, spends a lot of time alone, focus on their money, the future, taking care of themselves. You are looking out for yourself. The Empress always looks out for the Empress, you know, but you are definitely very kind, compassionate. I feel as though you are open to this. I feel like you are, but there's going to be questions. I feel like you're going to be very discerning because you are the Empress. You've learned all the lessons from all the queens, right? You have all the tools now, all the elements. Beautiful. All the wisdom from all the elements. Beautiful energy. So nice energy, Taurus. I feel like whatever this is, you have it. You're looking out for yourself. I feel you're taking care of yourself, your house, your home. You have plans for the future. But it's also an energy of making sure you know what you want when you're manifesting something, okay? And I feel like the person coming towards you is in that energy of knowing what they want before they go after it. Because I feel we have a person here who possibly has a little bit of fear of commitment. They may have rushed into commitments in the past and it didn't work out and ended painfully. So this is someone who's trying to figure out before they go after something. This person, they want you. They definitely do. And I do think this person's very charming, very charismatic, very hardworking, very theatrical, very focused, possibly self-employed. You may be comparing them to another person. But I feel for the most part, they're comparing you. This is someone who's trying to figure out what they want. They're trying to figure out if you're their soulmate. They feel they've missed an opportunity. Okay. I think they chose the wrong person. Tell me about the goddess, or they feel they have. It's up to you always to decide. Tell me about this Two of Pentacles. What went on here? There we go. Yeah, someone has some regrets, remorse, unfounded fears, something felt off. Someone may have been juggling and they regret it. Yeah, something about balancing emotions, making a head over heart decision. Something was off with this person, and I feel like this is that emotional balance. This is a balance between two people with the Two of Cups, two people who balance each other out, two people who are right for each other. So someone has some regrets. They may have been juggling, or they were procrastinating. It's possible. Or comparing you to another person and missed an opportunity, or they didn't see something. So that's interesting. Yeah, it's a balance between two people here. Someone may have been juggling or comparing you, but I think there's this energy. You know what you want here, though, because I can see you're in the Empress energy. I think this person wants to approach you. I feel like this is a crossroads energy. Could be for yourself and them. It's possible you're comparing someone too, because I feel the Empress is wise. You have the tools, you know. You've learned the lessons. You're looking out for yourself. Somebody here wants to know if you're single. Yeah, some of you are definitely living alone, focused on your financial foundation. There's some kind of communication that's going to happen. There's something you're going to say to this person. So watch your words, think before you speak kind of energy. Yeah, someone's going to reach out here. Yeah, there's going to be talk about work. They're probably going to reach out and go, how's work going? They're a little apprehensive. Could be an explanation or an apology for not putting in more effort to build a foundation, or somebody maybe coming in just, how are you doing? How's work going? I feel you know who this is. You know everything you already need to know. This person already knows. They're fishing for info. Okay. They're going to use work as an excuse. I do feel you're going to be very discerning, but it's telling you to think before you speak. Okay, because I feel there's something here with this person. Some of you are working from home, taking care of your home. I feel there's a lot of talk and conversation here. And you're going to be honest. You're going to be truthful. You're working on things. I feel like this person's definitely fishing for information. I do, because I see they already know, but they're coming in here a little apprehensive. Okay, they want to offer you this cup. They're checking to see if this is going to work. Okay. This could be somebody you work with as well, but I feel you know who this is. And I actually do feel this is someone who's thinking of reconciling. They may be releasing somebody, letting go of something here. Some Libra energy. I feel as though you will make the right choice. I think you're being very wise. Tell me about the goddess of the moon. I'm just going to leave that for a minute. Goddess of the moon. Yeah, so see, somebody here has a little bit of fear of a third party, afraid of love, afraid of being hurt. Someone's doing their shadow work. Yeah, we have a Pisces energy. Yeah, trusting your intuition. You may have known, you may have been very wise and trusted your intuition that somebody was juggling, going back and forth or comparing you to someone. And I feel this is somebody who has all the answers within themselves. They know they need to face their fears, okay, as well, because I feel that back and forth. Yeah, there's definitely somebody wants to come in either and make peace. This is also an energy of taking the things that you're learning and trusting your intuition and moving forward. Some of you may have let go of someone. You may be deciding to choose another person as well, because you've got someone here who's a little bit of a playboy type. Okay, they kind of come in with a lot of passion and energy, but there's some kind of a communication. There's something to do with the communication. Some of you, it's been there, done that energy. Okay, you've had a player before, okay. I think you figured this person out. I think this person knows you figured them out, whether it's happened already or not. I feel like you're just going to let go. I think you're going to look at this and realize this person's not right for you. Because the Empress isn't someone who is a second option. Okay. And I'm feeling that energy. This person definitely had some unfounded fears. I think there could be an apology for not putting in more effort, or maybe they weren't sure the situation would work. Maybe they felt you weren't compatible. They missed an opportunity. They chose another person. That's what I feel. If you have two people around you, you have somebody who missed an opportunity and they have regrets for not seeing what they had, okay? Because they didn't see the future. They didn't feel they could be happy with you, or they just chose another person for whatever reason. Um, Maybe even married that person. But I feel like this is somebody who has a fear of commitment. I don't know if they actually ever committed to someone, but it's possible for some. And I feel the other person, if you have two, is somebody who's more of a soulmate, maybe a friend, somebody you connect with, you see eye to eye. They may be seeing you as just right, but I also feel like there's someone here who missed an opportunity because they failed to see something. They failed to recognize that emotional fulfillment, the happiness, the solid foundation, your worth, your value, that Empress energy, you see. And then the other person's a bit of a player, somebody who was juggling. Um, so I kind of feel like you never had a relationship with one, if there's two, and the other one was someone who was juggling, going back and forth, and you realized at some point, figured out they were juggling, okay? So you're staying in that Empress energy regardless. Yeah, a little confusing because I do see this back and forth energy, probably some mirroring, where you have two people who kind of mirror each other. It's making you kind of look at this. Yeah, see, someone's having some aha moments or seeing the truth. You see, it could be yourself or somebody's ego's getting in the way, somebody who just wants to come in when they want attention. They may get attention from a lot of people. It could be somebody who's successful. They get a lot of attention, so they have a big ego. So yeah, there's definitely something to do with that here. So that's that truth. Someone here, it's that attachment. Okay, it's about a letting go of attachments, things that are unhealthy, releasing it. Could be yourself. And I feel like it could be a relationship where somebody's thinking of reconciling. And I don't think you're going to go for it, but it's up to you. It all depends on the scenario, what happened. I feel here there's a truth and epiphany. It's a win or lose, but I think you're going to cut someone out. I feel like you kind of probably looked at this, faced your own fears and decided to push away, because I see somebody moving away from someone. I see somebody coming in wanting a fresh new start. This is someone who knows everything they need to know about you. They could be just a friend. I do see a friendship. I also see, because I see two connections. Someone here may have been connected to two people emotionally and got along with, you and another person, because I see two Empress energies. Two people who value themselves, take care of themselves. Interesting. Taurus. What is happening? Ah, yeah. It's about reciprocity. So I feel some of you have stopped reaching out. Somebody wasn't reciprocating because they were reaching out to others. Because I feel like you figured them out, and I think they know you figured them out. So there is this reciprocity, lack of equal give and take. So you're not feeding this person's ego. You're seeing the truth, okay? So I think you're being very wise here. I don't know what you said to this person. I think you're trying to teach somebody how you want to be treated. If you have another person coming towards you, you're taking the lessons from the past, and you're teaching someone how you be being treated. You want to know the truth. You're being discerning. But I do think you should watch your words, or you could regret it, okay? So, yeah. Especially, yeah, it's basically an energy of taking the things that resonate, that work, and leave the things behind, moving forward calmly and peacefully. Someone here, too, I think, had a fear. They didn't take the time to get to know you, or maybe there was a third party, and they decided to just move forward. Could have been something that you said, but it doesn't matter, because I feel like the person's juggling anyway. I feel like one person here is a juggler, and I feel like there's another connection. So yeah, see, it's about balance here. Feel like this person's tempted to come in and reach out to you. You may be tempted, but I don't think you're going to go for it because I think there's another connection. I think there's a person who's coming in to fish for information. They're going to ask you about work, how's work going, just that kind of thing because they want to know something. Yeah, see, there's that ego. Let's be careful of someone who just comes in looking for attention. See, someone's ego's getting in the way. Now, that doesn't always mean they just want attention. They're a little shy, a little apprehensive. Maybe they feel like you're out of their league, whatever the situation, because we have a king and then we have an empress. Okay. And definitely two. So I think someone chose the wrong person, the wrong path, the wrong empress. They thought somebody was and wasn't because something was off. They failed to recognize that something was off. And I feel like you failed to recognize that something is off. So it's an energy of the temperance and pulling back and looking to see who's right and who's not right if you have two people. But I think someone made a mistake in the past as well. Crazy energy, but I'm seeing it. Yeah, someone didn't take the time to get to know you. Um, if it's also learning the lessons of the queens being the empress, knowing when something's not right, when the chemistry's off, this person doesn't fit. They're not your type, whatever the situation, and you just move on. You don't waste any time. It's sort of a next kind of energy, just releasing someone and cutting them out, not taking it any further. But you have a person here whose ego's getting in the way. It's an illusion of being trapped. See, this is that energy of the illusion of being trapped. This person's fishing for information. They want to know some kind of truth. They want to know who you're getting attention from, what you're putting all your energy into. Yeah, you've got someone up in their head thinking. See, someone's trying to get that clarity before they come towards you, before they make a move, before they go any further. What's going on with you? And I feel like it's also yourself. So I'm basically getting energy of the King and Queen of Swords here. I see this a lot of times as that. It doesn't have to be. It's someone who's looking for clarity. So they're fishing for information. And could be somebody you work with as well that's a little shy. But I see an opportunity here. Just trust your intuition. Okay? Someone knows everything they need to know. And I feel like it's probably both of you because I'm seeing the High Priestess energy twice. For you, for them. And I'm seeing the King of Wands twice, and I'm seeing the Empress twice and the Two of Cups twice. So there's definitely something going on. Oh, you guys. Taurus. Yeah. Someone's looking for truth and clarity. This is where maybe you're asking somebody here. You're being discerning. You want to know if they're just looking for attention. I feel as though you're asking questions. If they ask you questions, you will tell the truth. You'll be very clear. It's telling you not to judge this person, okay? Watch your own ego because I feel you both have a bit of an ego. Look at that. But I also see success. Yeah, see, someone feels that they're not good enough. Someone felt they're lacking. They don't have enough money, you see. So there's that insecurity. This is why this person's coming in with the Page of Cups. They're offering a little bit of a cup. Could be, like I say, an apology or a little sympathy, but it's more than likely fishing for information from what I'm seeing. They may be expressing or explaining they felt they weren't good enough, didn't have enough money. Okay, their ego got in the way. They didn't feel successful enough. Felt they weren't ready. So, yeah. I'm not really seeing a new person. I feel you know who these people are. Okay, and if you only have one person around you, there's no chance of any kind of reconciliation, then that's not your story. The other story is yours, where somebody here is making a choice between two. They may have connections with several people, but they're just weighing the pros and the cons. Someone's moving away from that player-like energy, though. They're on that journey, soul searching, looking for clues. See, someone's fishing. They're looking for clues, too. So they may actually go and ask somebody else about you, what's going on with you with that Queen of Swords. This person may, so there could be somebody here with an ego that's a third-party person who's speaking on your behalf. I do see the possibility of some kind of manipulation. I'd be a little cautious for some. I see the scenario where somebody may say something. They may make somebody feel like they're not good enough or say something. There's definitely um, a third party. Okay, if you feel there's no third party in your connections, then it's as far as the person, the love interest, I feel like it's someone saying something. Somebody made a judgment. They judged somebody. Okay, maybe something you said made someone feel not good enough. I don't know, or maybe they made you feel that way. Can't put my finger on it. That's what happens. Something's not yet to be known when you see that high priestess energy. It's not yet meant to be known, whatever this conversation's going to be, but someone's becoming decisive, you see. They're trying to gain the clarity before they rush in. It's someone who was indecisive. You got a very indecisive person. A little bit of a player energy, but I feel as though they're releasing that player energy and now they're figuring out what they want. Somebody wants you, okay? They want you back or they want to move forward with you. That's that indecision becoming more decisive, gaining the clarity before they come in because you want to know, okay, if that's yourself, you want to know what their intentions are. So they need to know what their intentions are. Regardless if you've spoken or you've had that conversation, it's likely where it's going to go. Yeah, definitely. I see that Queen of Cups. Yeah, but I see kindness and compassion. See, that's the Empress. Being very wise, discerning, take a moment to think before you speak. Very balanced. That's the Empress. Very gracious, kind, loving, and nurturing. There is someone here that you have feelings for. I feel that it's also a very self-sacrificing energy. The Queen of Cups is someone who gives, keeps reciprocating and giving to somebody. So it's telling you to take the lessons you're learning. You have the tools you need to move away from someone. If they don't value you or they don't want to give you what you want, they don't want to, get married or you don't see yourself happy with them, to move away to avoid that disaster. I see moving into calmer waters. I see somebody coming in to make peace, or maybe they have to make peace with their past and leave it in the past too. Wow. Tell me about this Queen of Cups. You could have a friend here who wants to take things to a different level. They could be moving away from somebody. Someone may be ready to give up their freedom and the single life too. Thinking about, knowing what they want and going after it. Someone already knows they want you, but I feel there's definitely something to do with this crossroads, this choice between two Empress energies. Yeah, so there's that energy right there. Actually, sorry, this actually came out here. Yeah, so you're looking back. This is see, there's that Queen of Cups. This is why that Empress energy is here for you, Taurus. Looking back at all that hard work, feeling a little beat up by love. Some of you may not be sure. You're going to definitely be discerning, but kind and compassionate. It's telling you to review the past with kindness and compassion, and also be kind to yourself in the decisions that you make, okay? Someone sees you this way, though. Yeah. Leaving the past in the past and moving towards something successful. Yeah, this person may be wondering if something happened between you, if you can leave it in the past and move forward. I feel there's something you've been waiting for. Okay, some of you are kind of been waiting for something here, but this is about exploring other options, looking out there for other possibilities. Definitely, I feel if someone comes towards you, may be open to hear what they have to say, but you definitely will have questions. You're going to be wise. And yeah, so there's that dreamer. You're not going to just take a leap of faith. Okay, but yeah, I do feel some of you are looking elsewhere. You're ready to go down that path again in love, whether it's someone, reconciliation, or somebody around you. You may be needing to let something go. See, there's that leap of faith. You may have to let go of somebody, or someone here was afraid to take a risk to come towards you. You see, I don't know, but it's up to you to decide who's who. To me, it looks like you're both kind of in the same energy, but there's something to do with sort of something that happened before you had a choice between two. That's kind of what I'm feeling. So yeah, someone's becoming discerning here, much more decisive, focused, and driven. This is someone who's definitely ready to move forward. They may come in very quickly out of the blue. It's someone who doesn't want you to get away. Someone doesn't want you to get away. You're the one that got away. Some of you have gotten away and you've got something new, but I feel there's this little pause looking over your shoulder about a choice because I see the crossroads. Oh, you guys, Taurus, this isn't really like you. There's all this air energy, all this thinking and gaining this clarity. This could be yourself, the thinking man, taking that risk, that leap of faith, being discerning, making a decision to go after what you want before this person gets away possibly as well. But I do see this moving away very quickly, very, very quickly from one connection and leaving that player energy behind, but it's figuring something out on that journey. It doesn't have to be a player. Okay. I don't always see the Seven of Swords as a player, as most of my readers know, because it is not always a player. It's someone who wants to win at all costs. They're up in their head thinking. They're looking at the facts, the figures, figuring things out, you see. They're spending time alone in hermit mode, soul searching here, contemplating. Got them up in their head. Yeah, very nice though. I feel like whatever decision you make, it's going to lead you towards love. And I feel as though you're just waiting. I don't think you're offering your love to anybody, really. I think you're just kind of sitting there waiting to see what happens, waiting for one person or two people to come towards you to speak. I feel like it's like you're preparing yourself. You may be preparing what you're going to say. You could be getting a heads up, okay, if your intuition's telling you someone's to come in to give you an offer, okay? It's a fresh new start. I do feel like it's someone you know. So if it's not, I'm not seeing new here, so doesn't mean there's somebody you had a relationship, an ex, or even dated. It could be just someone who's been around you for some time, maybe even just a friend. One more card for Taurus. There we go. Yeah, so there is definitely, there's a strategy. Someone's strategizing, making a plan, looking at the facts and figures, trying to figure something out. It's like the plan of attack in a positive energy. See, this is a caring connection. I see two people who care. This person sees you that way. But I feel, some of you, maybe if some time's gone by with someone, you're not so sure you feel the same possibly as well. Because I see that energy in the middle, needing to figure out how you feel, being prepared. Somebody may come in suddenly, you may not be prepared. So it's telling you to think before you speak, okay? Take your time, but something's ending. There's a painful period in your life. Something is now over. Very nice. Crossroads, a choice. Which way to go? Make sure that you are approachable if you have that Queen of Swords energy. Okay, be kind and compassionate the way you communicate. Because if someone tries to approach you and they already feel like you're a little out of their league, if you're too judgmental or too harsh or maybe the way you speak or question, it could make this person kind of back away. You don't want to push somebody away. All right, Taurus, I wish you the very best. Take care of yourselves. I see a caring connection in the future. I see someone strategizing, but this is yourself as well. I feel like you're strategizing just as much as this other person. You're making a decision. So I wish you the very best. I feel like it'll work out. I do think you're wiser maybe than you were in the past. Okay, take care. Bye for now.